Hi, hello, welcome back. So ngayon, we're going to have another discussion. This is all about simplifying trigonometric expressions. So from these complex terms or like from two or more terms, gawin natin siyang one term na lang. That's how are we going to simplify our trigonometric expression. And also, dapat, if possible, naka-sine or cosine ang ating final answer or any number. So, yan yung like possible ways to simplify our expressions. So wag na nating wag na tayong magtagal-tagal since we already know on how to use the trigonometric identities. So, let's proceed na on simplifying our expression. So, I have here example. So, first, we have cosecant x over sine x minus cotangent x over tangent x. Okay. So, di ba again, ang first natin gawin is hanapin natin yung mga trigonometric functions na hindi nakasena siya sa cosine. We have here cosecant x, cotangent x, at saka tangent x. So, isulat muna natin kung ano yung mga equivalent nila. So, we have here our cosecant x that is equivalent to 1 over sine x. That is reciprocal identity. Yung naman natin, yung cotangent natin, gamitin natin yung cotangent x natin, this is equal to cosine x over sine x, or pwede din itong 1 over tan x. So, yan yung mga possible natin. At saka yung tangent x natin, this is equal to sine x over cosine x, or this can be 1 over cotangent x. So, yan yung mga possible natin na sagot. Wait, blur. Okay. So, yan yung mga possible natin conversion natin. Okay, so now, proceed tayo sa substitute natin yung mga values natin. So, it's up to you kung ano dito yung gamitin gamitin mo. So, for me, I will use this one, at saka this one. So, this will be, substitute ko ito dito sa cosecant x natin. This will be 1 over sine x over sine x is equal, minus yung cotangent itong cosine x over sine x, at saka yung tangent we have sine x over cosine x. Okay, then after that, we need to divide this one. So to divide, we need to get the reciprocal of the denominator, then proceed to multiplication. So we have 1 over sine x times 1 over sine x minus copy cosine x over sine x, at saka yung reciprocal ng denominator natin, this will be cosine x over sine x. So, kung i-multiply natin yan, we have 1 over sine squared x minus cosine squared x over sine squared x. So, this is 1 over sine squared x minus cosine squared x over sine squared x. Take note that they have the same denominator or common. So, subtract natin siya. This will be now equal to, so, lagyan natin ng equal sign, sorry. So, this will be now equal to, okay, sine squared x, this will be 1 minus cosine squared x over sine squared x. So, we just copy the denominator, then copy the numerator since the same man sila ng denominator. So, automatic na i-copy natin yung numerator. Take note na yung sine squared x plus cosine squared x equals to 1. So, basically, sine squared x is equals to 1 minus cosine squared x. So, this is equal. The same sila. So, gamitin natin yung value ng sine squared x natin. So, this will be now equal to sine squared x over sine squared x. And by simplifying this one, sine squared x divided by sine squared x, that is equal to 1. Thus, ang ating cosecant x over sine x minus cotangent x over tangent x is equal to 1. So, ito na yung simplified natin na answer. Okay? So, that's it for number 1. Proceed tayo sa ating number 2. So, if may question na, just ask in the comment section. Okay, sa number 2 tayo. We have here cosine x minus secant x minus cosine x over secant x. Diba, it looks, para siyang, complicated siya tignan, but madali lang itong process nito. Okay, so again, let's use or find natin yung mga values ng ating, yung hindi naka-cosine or naka-sine form. So again, ang ating secant x, take note, ang ating secant x, that is equal to 1 over cosine x. Okay, so ganyan siya. Now, we have here, gamitin natin itong value, substitute natin dito. So, this is equal to cosine x times 1 over cosine x minus cosine x over secant x. Okay. Sorry, nakalimutan ko i-substitute. So, later na natin substitute. So, this will be now cosine x over cosine x minus cosine x. I-substitute natin dito. Ito nakalimutan ko. This will be 1 over cosine x. Okay, so we have here cosine divided by cosine, that is equal to 1 minus. So again, this is get the quotient. So labas natin ang numerator, tapos kunin natin yung reciprocal ng denominator. That will be cosine x over 1. So, this will be now equal to, So, this will be now equal to 1 minus cosine x times cosine x. This is 1 minus cosine squared x. Take note na again, sine squared x plus cosine squared x is equal to 1. So, sine squared x equals to 1 minus cosine squared x. So, final answer natin is sine squared x. Therefore, thus, cosine x secant x minus cosine x over secant x is equal to sine squared x. So, that will be our final, this will be our final answer. Yan yung, simplified expression ng ating cosecant x minus cosine x secant times secant x minus cosine x over secant x. Okay? So, that's it. Let's have muna example number 3. Since may space pa tayo. So, we have example number 3. So, simplify natin. Let's have this one. Secant x minus sine x tangent x. Okay. So, let's try to simplify this. We have example number 3, secant x minus sine x times tangent x. So, again, yung secant x natin, that is equal to 1 over cosine x, yung tangent x natin, that is equal to sine x over cosine x. So, substitute natin itong mga values. This will be equal to copy muna natin yung given. Secant x minus sine x tan x. So, this is equal to 1 over cosine x minus, copy ang sin x, substitute ang value sa, itong sin x, cosine x for our tangent. So, we have sin x over cosine x. So, now we have 1 minus cosine x, copy. Then, sin times sin, that will be sin x times sin x over cosine x. So, again, copy natin. 1 over cosine x minus sin times sin, that is sin squared x over cosine x. Okay. Then, we have here, since the same or since common denominator nila is the same, so copy yung common denominator, cosine x, then copy yung numerator. That will be 1 minus sin squared x. Again, Pythagorean identity, sin squared x plus cosine squared x is equal to 1. This will be cosine squared x equals to 1 minus sin squared x. So, we have here our value, that is cosine squared x over cosine x. So, cosine squared divided by cosine x, this is equal to cosine x times cosine x over cosine x. So, we have cosine x. Thus, yung final answer natin, thus, secant x minus sin x tangent x is equal to cosine x. So, this will be our simplified trigonometric expression. Okay. So, I hope may natutunan kayo. If may question again, please ask in the comment section para ma-entertain ko yung questions ninyo. And if wala naman, I hope you learned something. I hope may naituro na naman ako. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye and God bless.